subscribe. And I'd like to say thank you to all of our members. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for future updates.
Please. Nice crowd. I even hear a young, beautiful voice in the background, and that's good. That makes us all feel young. I want to thank everybody for being here on the 200th day in office. This is 200 days already. Time flies. But we have a country that's the hottest country right now anywhere in the world. A year ago, it was in a lot of trouble. It's the hottest country. And a lot of the people in this room made it that way. Perhaps the most successful and consequential first 200 days, they say, of an administration in history. So let's hope they keep saying it. There they are right there. I hope they keep saying it. But even more importantly, this is also National Purple Heart Day, and we're here to honor and celebrate the unyielding patriotism and grit and devotion to America's Purple Heart veterans. Is great emotion and great love. The Purple Heart dates back to August 7th, 1782. That's a long time, when General George Washington awarded a heart-shaped purple cloth to 3 soldiers for outstanding gallantry and service in battle. This afternoon, we're joined by dozens of Purple Heart recipients and their families, and just as General Washington did 243 years ago, today we give our everlasting thanks to you and your unbelievable families. We want to thank you very much for being here. It's my great honor. We're also joined by American patriots who love our military and our veterans, including Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. You're doing a great job, Pete. Thank you. We're working hard together. Secretary of Veterans Affairs with 92% approval rating, I hear. That's a record. Doug Collins. Thank you very much, Doug. The Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard. She's got a lot of interesting things happening in the last 2 months. A lot of interest. Keep it coming, Tulsi. Keep it coming. Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Kane, my friend, who I knew a long time ago. He got rid of ISIS in record time. They said it was going to take 4 to 5 years. He did it in 4 weeks. That's what I said. If I get into this again, I'm going to make him the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, and that's what happened. Great job, and he did an incredible job in Iran. I want to thank you very much. Great job, General. Deputy Secretary of Energy and Purple Heart recipient, James Danley. James, thank you very much, James. Great job. And we have a Medal of Honor recipient, Captain Paris Davis. Thank you. Where are you? Where might he be? Oh, look at you. You're better looking than I am, I'll tell you that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're also joined by the Marine Corps veteran who co-managed my 2024 campaign, a fantastic talent in many ways after he was wounded in battle for our country in Operation Desert Storm, Chris La Civetta. So where is Chris? Where is Chris? Chris, stand up, Chris. With your beautiful daughter, Victoria. Thank you very much for being with your father. It's very nice. Every Purple Heart tells a story of courage, sacrifice, and purpose. It speaks of a price paid for the soldier beside you, the country behind you, and the generations of Americans yet to come. And we have some great generations to follow. It's going to happen. Those who wear this medal ran into bullets, faced ferocious bombs, and shed their blood on the field of battle. We will never forget what they did. We will always use them as an example of bravery and courage and strength. And we will also always think, when we look at them, of our great American flag. We want our great American flag to be strong, and it's stronger than ever. Since day one, my administration has used every power we have to fight for those who have fought for America. In 6 months, we have reduced the backlog of veterans' waitings, and that waiting list was very long, Doug, wasn't it, for the benefits, and it's 37%. So it's just, is that all you did, Doug? 37? I don't know, huh? That's incredible, actually. You're getting tremendous marks, and we appreciate it very much. We processed more than 2 million disability benefit claims this fiscal year, on track for the most ever. In fact, not even close. We're slashing wait times at the VA medical centers, and we're bringing back VA choice and VA accountability. As you know, we had it, and then the previous administration, let's go with the Biden administration, they decided to get rid of it. And you know, choice is where if you wait in line for an extended period, or you're not going to see a doctor for a while, you have the right to go out and get a doctor, and we'll pay for it, and you get yourself all fixed up real fast. You don't have to wait 6 weeks, 8 weeks, months like they were doing. And VA accountability, I'm very proud of those. We got them passed. Actually, Doug, you were a member of Congress when we did. You helped us a lot. But we got them passed in the legislature, so they're with us forever. And yet Biden found a way to not use them. But VA accountability, that's when we have bad people in the Veterans Association that were taking advantage of people, hurting people, and they weren't in prime time. In prime time, they wouldn't have touched them, but they weren't quite in prime time, and they were doing bad things. They were sadists, they were thieves, and some bad people. We had 9,000 of them. We fired every one of them, and it was a great thing. And then he put some of those people back. I don't know why they did that, but they did it. But we got them out again, I think, Doug, right? So it's good. So we had VA choice, VA accountability, something we're very proud of. I'm also working to keep my promise to end veterans' homelessness in America. In May, I signed an executive order to open the National Center for Warrior Independence in Los Angeles, California, which will house up to 6,000 homeless vets. It's going to be beautiful. And just last week, I signed the VA Home Loan Program Reform Act, a big deal, to help ensure no veteran is kicked out of their home for a late payment. If you're a little bit late, don't worry about it. And frankly, if you're a lot late, you don't have to worry about it either. You just get it in when you can. Get it in when you can. And America's veterans have done their duty for us, and under the Trump administration, we are doing our duty for you. Okay? That's the way it's supposed to be. One of our brave soldiers with us today is Army Veteran Specialist Kevin Jensen. In 2008, Specialist Jensen was a gunner in a Humvee racing to support a platoon ambushed by the Taliban in Afghanistan. His vehicle was hit by a roadside bomb, flew 10 feet. He flew 10 feet up into the air and exploded in flames. The whole place was in flames, including, unfortunately, Kevin. But he suffered deep third-degree Great, look good. Thank you very much. You did a great thing, because I got to know him and his really beautiful wife. You know, you're not allowed to say beautiful anymore. It's political suicide, they say. But I'll say it anyway. And the most beautiful family you've ever seen. And I just want to thank you for having done, and you for your great bravery. It's really great. Thank you both for being here. Appreciate it. Thank you. Also with us is 24-year Army veteran Brian Willett. In 2010, Staff Sergeant Willett was conducting a resupply mission in Afghanistan when his vehicle was struck by a roadside bomb. You know who did the roadside bomb, right? Soleimani. Where is he? Where is he? Where is Soleimani? He did. He was the father of the roadside bomb. They say 92% of the people who got either killed or badly hurt, it was Soleimani. He was the one that did it more than anybody else by far. Leaving this person very seriously injured. 7 months later, Brian's teenage son, Private Kevin Willett, who was also deployed to Afghanistan, was standing guard when insurgent forces attacked with heavy fire. The grenade knocked him out and knocked him right to the ground. He was in big trouble, but Kevin rose to his feet and successfully repulsed the attack on his camp, earning both the Purple Heart and Bronze Star for valor. And I'd like to ask Brian and Kevin to please stand wherever you may be. Hi, how are you? How are you? Good job. Good job. Two great people. I would say these are different types, right? These are different types, right? But same blood, that's all we care. It's very good. You both look great. Thank you both very much. Appreciate it. We're also joined by Marine Corps veteran Staff Sergeant Thomas Mateo, wounded 6 times during 2 tours in Vietnam. At the end of his first tour, shrapnel sliced open his abdomen and he was left bleeding and they thought he was gone. He was on the jungle floor for a long period of time, but he recovered and chose to go back and fight. Thomas later continued to protect our citizens as police chief of Hialeah Gardens and Inverness. That's 2 good places. We love those places. We love Florida. Every time I ran there, I won, so I gotta love it, right? Set records. We have the all-time record, Thomas. And he was one of the very rare 6-time recipients of the Purple Heart. Boy, you got hit. Where's Thomas? 6 times. You gotta be kidding. That's pretty tough stuff. And look at you. You look fantastic. So did it have any negative impact on you, would you say, now that you're recovered, fully recovered, would you say? Do you get any extra aches and pains or anything? That's it. That's called an ache and a pain. That's right. I know. I have the whole list. It's amazing, and you look great. Thank you very much. That's some list. Thank you. It's amazing. Amazing. Last year, after an assassin tried to take my life in Butler, Pennsylvania, Thomas generously mailed me one of his Purple Hearts. Many of the other veterans showed me the same unbelievable gesture of kindness, including 3-time Purple Heart recipient John Ford and Gerald Enter Jr., who also came along with us and did us a great, great favor. Gerald, John, and Thomas, I want to thank you very much. What a great honor to get those Purple Hearts. I guess in a certain way it wasn't that easy for me either when you think of it, but you went through a lot more than I did, and I appreciate it all very much. Thank you. Thank you. Where are you? Stand up, please. Please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Great. That was someday. That was someday we had together, though, huh? That was someday we had together. Thank you both very much. Thank you all. From the very beginning, our nation's fate has depended on heroes like those in the room who placed their bodies between the enemy fire and really that fire and the American freedom that we all love so much. Because of their sacrifice today, our flag is still waving proudly, and our freedom is still safe and secure, and our future is looking brighter and greater than ever. Our country is doing really well. We're very proud of our country. We had that mission. I watched those B-2 bombers with those pilots. We had them in the Oval Office celebrating their incredible bravery and talent, pure talent. Every single bomb hit its mark perfectly. And then we had Tomahawks coming in, 30 of them coming in from submarines that were 300 miles away. They all hit their mark too. Look at this smile on you. You think that's your boy. Look at the smile. But pretty good, right? Pretty good. We had them and we celebrated all together. We actually had 52 tankers. Can you imagine? We had a lot of the people over to the White House, to the gardens, and it was an incredible day. It was a day of celebration. They've been looking to do that for 22 years. One of the pilots came up and said to me, we've been waiting for 22 years, my predecessors, because he was a young guy, but he said, we've been practicing this 3 times a year for 22 years. Who knew that, Pete? And I said, you mean you knew exactly what to do? He said, every single year, 3 times a year, we'd practice for that specific event. And you were the one that had the guts to do it, send us on our way. I said, were you happy or unhappy about the fact that I said, he said, we couldn't get into the planes fast enough, right? I said, well, you guys are different, but they're really talented people and special. We've had some incredible success. But I want to give a very special thanks to all of the Purple Heart recipients that are with us today, and all over the country and all over the world, frankly. And I'll now sign the proclamation officially declaring this as National Purple Heart Day. Very special day. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. I know who I'm giving the treasure. That guy right there.
Oh.
And that is not done by an auto pen. No auto pen, right?
I'm all over the place. Trump is amazing. He's honoring our soldiers. I'm waiting for the music to stop. President Donald J. Trump delivers a powerful, heartfelt tribute to America's Purple Heart heroes in a moving White House ceremony. In this video, we covered events as President Trump honors the courage and sacrifice of our unwavering patriotism towards our military heroes. And they deserve to be honored. Trying to see what he's doing right now. It looks like he's shaking some of the recipients' hands and the people deserving of the Purple Heart. I forget the gentleman that's in the back that he did a big sacrifice. He received all these burns all over his skin. So, the sacrifice is immeasurable, especially the people in Afghanistan, the soldiers that died, the soldiers that were mutilated. That's distracting. The soldiers that are just, you can do it on that. It's amazing. I think even like the parade that we had was celebrating 250 years of the military. Our Army vets. I was so disappointed when they did the No King's Day, when after 250 years of sacrifice from our military, that Americans felt as though that it was more important, the ones on the left, to try to steal the moment that they so well deserve. So I'm glad that the recipients, I think it's going to be like 100 of them that's going to receive the Purple Heart. And Trump did receive a Purple Heart as well. So that's why we did the poll. Did Trump deserve a Purple Heart? So we got to honor those who fight for us. You have to give them the respect that when they go out to war and they fight for us, the very least we can do is when they do go out, that they know when they come back home that we're appreciative of their service, because I wouldn't want to go out there.
How many millions did we spend on Ukraine?
What was it? What did they say?
They're saying the millions Trump spent for his birthday parade.
It wasn't a birthday parade, and we bind it up in the name of Jesus. And see, that's a deflection from doing what's right. It was not a birthday parade, and you guys know it. But the left controls the media, and they influence the masses, how we think. And all they had to do is put their propaganda out there, and then people are being taught to be anti-American, anti-Trump, anti-everything. But they didn't even see the bigger scope, that it wasn't about him. It was about our soldiers. We have to remove ourselves and look at a bigger picture. Be adults. How about that? How about that? They were so busy trying to put together, oh, it's his birthday, and they was trying to say something else and all that, but neglecting the fact that it was the 250th anniversary of our Army. Just forget all about that. Those soldiers were out there, and they were proud to be out there. They were proud to serve us. So you're like, oh, he didn't have all the people. No, the soldiers didn't have all the people. America gave a bigger tribute when Bush was the president, and he celebrated the military. That there was divide there, but people did not interrupt with the parade. When Bush did, what was it in 1992 or 93 or something like that, or 84? It was something like that that Bush did a military parade, and the people were out there. We stood as one nation under God, and we supported.
Pikachu, how much did Joe Biden spend on illegal immigrants? You keep talking about now Trump spent money for
They
golf.
only talk about money,
Yeah.
but where were you, if you are American, when Biden spent 40%? Do you understand this? That meant he wasn't working. He spent 40% of his presidency on vacation. What about all that money and millions that was spent to protect this? You see Trump working every damn day, and that's the honest to God truth. You see him dealing with world leaders, handling world problems, stopping world wars. You see him bringing money in the economy, while that administration didn't do nothing, and they have successfully flipped the script and act like everything that Trump is straightening out is what he did, not what they did. The Democrats did this. He's been president 200 days, I think, as of today.
What's that, like 5-6 months?
Yes. They act like he's cleaning up his mess when he's cleaning up the Democrats' mess. We are not going to play this game. And let me tell you something. This has come from somebody that campaigned for them, helped get them in the office. When Biden Kamala was running, we vote, just like regular black people, vote straight down Democrat. Not just for the president. We just vote straight down ballot. That's what we do. Every generation. That's what we do. But we're not going to play these games on here. He is cleaning up the crap that they did to this country. And meanwhile, he got to fight y'all to do it. They got us so twisted and our minds so stupid that the people that caused this, we don't even go after them. They did that with the Civil Rights Bill. They were against the Civil Rights Bill, and they flipped it like it was the Republicans have been against civil rights when they were the ones that filibustered it for 70 days. The Democrats. It was the Republicans that was pushing it to become law. They have flipped, and then they became the party of the people. That's the last thing they have been, is party of the people. They are not the party of the American people, and they show us that on a daily basis. They are not our party. They are anti-American. There is nothing that they come on the news that they talk about what's going to benefit us as a nation. Not one freaking one. Not Cory Booker, not Jasmine Crockett, not AOC, not, their new leader, Madani, because they want a socialist that's only been American for how long? 7 years. And he wants to bring his socialist upbringing to America, which failed in all the rest of the world. Which has failed in the rest of the world. They're not adopting to American ideology. They want to bring their cultures here. They're not trying to become American. They're trying to change us to what they are. We started out as a country of immigrants, and some of us was imported, black people. We were imported. Some of us were imported, but we're no longer like a country of migrants. We are a country of Americans. Just like countries of Africa, a country of China, Russia. They're Russian, they're Chinese. We're a country of Americans. They keep on trying to say, oh, we're all immigrants. This never had a problem. No, we're Americans now. I think after hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, at this point, we're Americans. And the people that have recently entered into this country don't respect us. And the reason why they don't, because you gave them everything without them earning it. The rest of us, we were enslaved, sold on the selling block. And even now, the freaking illegals have a better hate crime bill than black Americans. And I'm tired of it. They are put above Americans of every ethnicity.
And the legal immigrants came here for a better life, for the American dream. The legal immigrants.
Yeah, the legal immigrants did it the right way. And nobody's saying, and that's a lie they try to say, oh, we don't want immigrants and they just want a better life. Guess who else wants a better life? Americans. Americans want a better life. Did y'all get that memo?
Homeless.
All Americans don't have the American dream. Do y'all understand that? Y'all talking about them, but y'all not talking about our homeless vets. Like some of the ones we're honoring. You know that there are Purple Heart soldiers that's on the streets. What about the homeless Americans? What about the Americans that are going in the store stealing for food? There are stores and markets are shutting down because people have to steal food.
And there's Americans who can't afford their medical bills.
Americans can't get health care, can't afford medical bills, but we turn a blind eye to them. But our campaign is for people who are sucking the life out of our resources, and they're getting benefits before they can get benefits easier than people that were born here. Because the Democratic Party has convinced the left. No, they didn't convince the left. Is they control the media, so they can't hear us regular Americans. They control the media. They control how you're influenced. They control what's supposed to be important, which is not important to us. We did not vote to put them in office for people who have entered this country illegally for you to neglect us as citizens. We didn't sign up for that.
Like, have y'all ever wondered why every mainstream news organization is against Trump? There's not one who's for him. That not seem biased to you guys? Like there's an agenda that's trying to be pushed here. It's time, it's 2025. It's time to wake up, guys, and just see the truth. Like that's why this channel's called Speak the Truth
2.0.
Yeah.
You know, we get tired of them controlling how we think and not listening to us. Like they want to push whatever agenda that they want to, but now we are uplifting and acknowledging our Purple Heart recipients. And they deserve to be acknowledged. They deserve to be taken care of. Our military deserves to be respected. Regardless, they go through a lot. Do you know that they suffer from mental illness? Do you know that the things that they have gone through, been into the military, that they're not the same? They're not the same. It's hard. It's hard. You think going to your job is hard? It's not compared to fighting for your country and being mentally and emotionally abused. It's a type of abuse to be military ready that you might not live to see another day. And the people don't even know your name and don't care about you. And you're supposed to go out there and fight for them. And then when you come back home, that you don't have a place to stay. But then you got people that are here that have been let out of prisons and are using and our benefits. We are giving them benefits.
It's some type of derangement not to support the president of the country that you're in.
Yeah, it is.
Like when Biden was in office, even though I'm a Republican, I still wanted Biden to do a good job at president that he felt miserably as. But you should want the president of your country to do well. How brainwashed could you be?
Like they are wishing the downfall, wishing that terrorists don't do well, wishing that jobs don't do well, wishing jobs don't come into the country, wishing that the worst of the worst will happen. Instead of wanting the best for our nation because it affects our children and our children's children. What that party has done, the Democratic Party, they set this country up for future problems. With turmoil when you opened up the borders because you didn't get the best of the best. You got some of the worst of the worst. Yeah. I'm talking about the last 4 years. I'm not talking about the ones that actually came in here that didn't have the sense enough to apply for citizenship. I hope they're doing it now. That came in here that actually wanted to work and believed in becoming American. That's why they've been going under the radar, because they want the best. The ones that came in now have an entitlement. They feel like they're supposed to be put above us, and they have been. They have been. Because they know that the laws have been made so from the previous administration not to touch them, to allow them to do whatever they want to, any criminal act here in this country, and be released. That ICE can't touch them. This was crazy. Crazy. And you got Democrats, I'm glad I woke up from that sleepiness, that here people are supporting. You have people that are now, and black people, stand down. Don't get in front of this. Let the immigrants and all them, whatever is going on with the Democratic Party, y'all stand down, because when you stand up, they can shoot you and get away with it. If you stand up, you can get put away for life. You don't have the same protections. Stand down. Don't go out to the protest. They don't involve you. You stand down, because as soon as you show up, then it's okay to take you out. Because you didn't get the anti-hate crime bill. They did. So you got to stand down. And what Trump is doing is going to benefit all Americans, especially black Americans. He looks at the job reports. He saw the decline of black jobs and the incline of illegal immigrants, taking the jobs that were normally going to black Americans, because unfortunately, because of Joe Biden, that 1994 crime bill caused mass incarceration of black people. So unfortunately, when you locked up all these black men, when they get out of prison, they have a record. So it's very difficult for them to get employment. So they get the construction jobs, they get the building jobs, they get the landscaping, they get those jobs that they no longer are receiving. And they're getting even union jobs. They're living in single homes, driving luxury cars. They allow them to start businesses. I don't know whose social security numbers they're using, but they're not doing things lawfully. And we sit around and they want you to get out there when the Democrats don't care about us. They're fighting for their seats right now. They're so scared of gerrymandering, which they have always done. And they have been able to win different districts and seats because of what they have done. But when the Republicans do it, oh, Lord have mercy. If you want it, you need to set an example. If you don't want things like that done, then you don't do it.
Well, our whole family is in the military.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's why we care. We're a military family. We're a police family. We have people in rank. And when they go out there, and I have another son that's in the military and a daughter-in-law. Okay, that's how close that is with me.
Yeah, my brother.
Okay, so when they go out and they're fighting and they're willing to risk their life for you, then you show some respect.
Yeah.
And you take care of them. When they come back and what they have experienced, that we never will be able to imagine unless we were in their shoes.
What they seen.
Yeah, it's unimaginable. So when they come, they act out is because of what they have gone through. And then they need to get the mental help that they need and the support. And a lot of times they don't get it. We put them out on the street and let them be homeless. We don't get them the therapy and the medications they need. We just throw them out after they done served us. And it's wrong. And the bucks needs to stop here. And we need to be more mindful of supporting. I do not agree with everything Trump does. But I do agree with the majority of what Trump is doing for this nation. And when Trump doesn't do what we feel as though that he's crossing the line, we will call him out. We call him out. And if we don't, the left will make sure they call him out. You could put your money on that because he gets 93% of negative news anyway, no matter what he does. So we don't have to worry about him being called out. But we need to balance what's going on. We need to start looking at us as Americans. Stop dividing us according to ethnicity. Because who put this man in office was all of us.
And also the negative news that Trump gets is from mainstream media.
And they control. Media. Hey, they had me fooled. I was an avid MSNBC, CNN, Morning Joe, Rachel Maddow, Meet the Press, you name it. That was my highlights. I love watching all the shows and all the night, late night shows, all of that. And that's what was feeding me. I thought the news was telling me the truth. I had no idea that they were biased. I thought this man was Hitler. He was everything that they say they were. And his only agenda was to make it better for Americans. Because you can't take a segment of people, say white people, and make it just great for them without making it great for all of us. It's not going to be one nation under God. It's not going to be a country of prosperity. You have to make sure everyone is doing well. And that's been his agenda. Because we all have the same capabilities of getting educated and getting well-paying jobs, high-paying jobs, or whatever career that that's your goal. You have the capabilities of achieving that. And we need to be mindful of that. That the only way that we're going to accomplish anything in this country is sticking together. And you got to support. When the rest of the world can honor him in their countries and fly him in with jets, escorts, I'm talking about the Crown Prince and stuff of Saudi Arabia and Qatar and all of them, that they treated him like he got treated like a king with them. They respect him more than we do. That's a problem. And he's doing work not just for this country. Do you know that the whole world looks for his leadership? Are you aware of that? That Putin, that he's going to meet with Putin next week. Oh, we're going to most definitely bring that on, stream that. He's going to meet with Putin. Zelensky is a clown. He's a joke to Putin. Zelensky is he's a dictator, but people don't realize he is, but he's a dictator too. But he's an actor. They grabbing 60-year-old men now off the street or telling them to fight in the army. They don't have any more bodies. They got to bring that war to an end. But they got to look for his leadership, a war that Biden and them coerced with Zelensky, that they could have stopped that war before it had gotten started. And the Gaza war, Israel and Gaza war. So now he has to come in and he has to straighten out. He's been straightening out the mess. What they have done. And you know what y'all do? Y'all fight him every step of the way when he's doing things to benefit us. What president has been bringing jobs in like him? Tell me what president has stopped as many wars as Trump has in the last 200 days. And he's working hard because once that war got started, you're talking about Putin, the second most powerful country in the world is Russia. And behind that is China. And guess who support Russia? China.
To the people that
they can fight us.
To the people who are saying that all we do is watch Fox News, there's a lot of what Fox News does that we do not agree with at all. There's a lot.
I'm not speaking from Fox News. Yeah. I'm speaking from my experience with the goddamn Democrats. I'm talking about all this time I've been gaslighted, bamboozled by MSNBC. I'm angry about that. That's who I've listened to. I don't listen to Fox News like that. I have Ground News. That's where I get my source from. I have a subscription with them because they show the left and the right. So there's a middle ground. That's who I listen to.
Obama. Oh, he's on the chat. Obama. Obama. Thank you, man.
What he said?
He said, "Can we talk about the political, economic state of the world right now?"
Sure. Start the conversation. Because there's a lot going on. And America really is setting, I think we are setting the stage for it. And when America does well, we all do well. And the tariffs I didn't understand them. I'm still learning a lot about them. But I'm like this, we have 170 countries that have been charging us tariffs and all of that at astronomical rates in comparison to other countries. Trump said they need to be fair with us. These freaking other leaders allow us to be taken advantage of. I'm glad he's a businessman and a world leader. I'm glad he knows how to do business that's, guess what? Benefiting Americans. Why are we supposed to keep being stepped on? We got prescription drugs being charged 1,000% more than other countries. Why was that being allowed? Same drug. England get charged $200. We get charged $1,100. How is that fair to Americans? So we can't afford our prescriptions and our medications. And it doesn't matter the age. You have children that need medications. You got people of all ages. And it's expensive. Extremely, thousands of dollars. And they got to have the prescriptions every month supplies. Maybe for the rest of their lives. You know, so I just hope that whoever follows him be as transparent, which we didn't have with the Biden administration. He takes any questions from anyone. What y'all got to say about that? That he don't pick and choose which reporters. He let them just ask him anything. How about that? Do you give him credit for that? His whole administration are on the news, on every channel from Associated Press to Breaking Forward News to MSNBC, CNN. They do news stories every day. And they are thirsty now to speak to the president. But where were they 4 years ago when we had these open borders?
Now Obama has said Trump needs to release the Epstein list.
I was waiting for that. You were right. Fight the power. Yeah, you're right. He needs to release the Epstein files today. You're right. They need to be released. Because we need to see all those Democrats that's on there. We need to release it. Because we already know that you don't care about that. That the former president visited the island 28 times. Bill Clinton, 28 times. Y'all don't have nothing to say about that. 28 times. All those dignitaries and royalty that's on that list. I can't wait. Really, hopefully hurry up. Because if they had anything on Trump, y'all know how they try to keep him out of office. They would have released that while he was. They would have released that. They were in office 4 years where Epstein was in jail and somehow allegedly committed suicide. You know, they need to release it. Because then that's going to shut everyone up. Then what you going to say? Then what you going to say? What's going to be the next talking point? Oh, we're going to make the Democrats do their job for American citizens? That they're going to start, when they supposed to look out for us? I'm tired of Cory Booker grandstanding. Do something. I'm tired of AOC and all them. And now you got Madani. Like, been a citizen of the United 7 years and you want to change America. And make it what people left. The people that came here are fleeing from is what they're trying to do. No, you adapt to our culture. You adapt to the American culture. Because it works. It works. We don't need socialism. And it's nothing free. All those promises are lies. Lies, lies, lies. When I thought the Democratic Party couldn't get any worse, then they dug him up. I'm like, I would never be a Democrat supporting that. And they got these dumb unions, SEIU and them, they standing there, yeah, You better watch out for your own jobs.
Obama now said Trump is a better president than me.
Say it louder.
Obama said Trump is a better president than me.
Than me?
Yeah, I guess he's talking about himself.
Yeah, well, you give it like, yeah. And you're like calling yourself Obama. I don't know if that's your name, but I'm disappointed in the so-called first black president that didn't make black people any part of his agenda. His agenda was set in stone when they elected him to be the LGBTQ president. That's what he fought for. He fought for the rights of people that wanted to live that lifestyle, same-sex marriages. He shifted the foundation of this country when he moved away from God.
And no one has a problem that he deported so many people.
He's the deporter in chief.
Yeah.
No howling for due process. There was no outrage. Where were all the protests? He had kids in cages. Now you got people that are known criminals that ICE have to go into the streets to get Because the Democrats want to have a paid protesters and other people who don't know any better to go out there and stop our law enforcement for arresting people that have committed crimes since they've been here. And when they go to they gotta wait till because they don't care what kind of crime they committed, they release them. So when they go to pick them up, then they gotta fight against Americans, or I don't know if they're Americans, they be wrapped up more than, I guess they don't want their neighbors or their job. We don't know who those people are that's fighting ICE.
Jay must be a part of that lifestyle.
So it's just incredible. We gotta let them go to the prisons. Simple. Let them go to the prisons and pick them up. Let them go so they're not out on the street. And so they're picking up people that went through the process, that had their due process, that needs to be deported out of this country. Let them pick them up from there. Problem solved. Be a problem solver. Problem solved. I'm tired of these fake leaders that come into office and they put America last. Americans are last on their agenda.
See, something I like,
tired of it.
Something I like about Trump is he'll tell you the truth no matter how it'll make you feel.
Yeah. He don't
He
sugarcoat it.
doesn't hold back like a lot
Speak
of politicians do.
Yeah. They say
Obama.
Diddy needs to be in prison. No one deserves. What did he say? No one deserves to get. I can't see that.
I'm saying Diddy.
Yeah, well, he's in prison. So
Like that.
he's in prison. So he's where he should be. And he has to go through the court system. But who you know matters and your connections matters. And that's the way society is. He didn't get everything that he deserved to get. But if he gets let out, he better understand he got a second chance. And he better repent and ask God for forgiveness. Because, see, when he's standing before God, that's the real judge. And that's his eternal life. So a lot of times people feel like they get away with things while they're here. But you got to answer to God. And that's the ultimate judge. So God knows all. He knows all hidden. So we don't get away with anything. Because we all will answer. And we will all give account for our lives. So that Diddy situation, seemed like, but that's Hollywood. That's Epstein. That's Hollywood. That's Epstein and all, that's Hollywood.
Corey, you got any proof to that claim? No, you don't, so you're blocked.
That's Hollywood. So I want them to release the files. I want them to expose all that's going on. But I don't want the people that have suffered at the hands of these perpetrators to be victimized again by somehow exposing the victims' names. You know how that get mixed in the toss. So I think that they are trying to protect the victims as well. Because the people like once the news media, which is the mainstream, give you your talking points, they don't care if Trump say that cancer is cured. Give me the Epstein files. They don't care what's being done.
Connor, we could ban who we want to. Are you like his boyfriend or something? This is our stream. You're banned too. No one's gonna disrespect God. I'll make that clear.
So God is good, and you got to do right by people at the end of the day. It's like people, like you reap what you sow. If you want wonderful things to happen for you in life, then you have to sow those seeds. You can't go around just mistreating people and expect to have a wonderful life. And I feel as though the American people have been mistreated by people who are supposed to represent us. That's supposed to support us. They're supposed to look out for our best interests. How do they put non-citizens above the needs and the welfare of the people in the country that they're supposed to support? How did that happen? How does that continue to happen? You know, so I have issues with that. I like when we see hungry Americans and kids going into stores and people, you know, supermarkets are closing down in areas because of the theft.
300,000 missing children.
There's 350,000 still missing kids, and that's not newsworthy. You know, all the things that aren't newsworthy, the fentanyl that come into the country, and thank God that Trump closed the border to stop the flow of that from coming into our country. The things that he has done have saved lives. It saved lives. And they know that if he wasn't in office, this whole country would have been like Los Angeles, like with Mayor Karen Bass. They would have been taking over every one of our cities. Because it would have been no control. And the people that was in office were too weak and too dumb to stop it. When we're supposed to be have the strongest military in the world, how are we going to let people come in and take over our cities? Really?
New York City is just getting...
What we look like?
They're getting destroyed.
I don't know who are the people in New York and the way that they vote, that they just vote themselves into demise. It's like, y'all just vote yourselves into the end. You know, it's Gotham City without Batman. Y'all have no Batman there. Y'all just continue to just throw dirt on yourselves instead of wanting to pull yourself up. Y'all listening to people that like AOC. Look at her borough in the South Bronx. What she's not doing. She has like the worst borough, and she's trying to tell me to run for president. Y'all got Gavin Newsom that don't know how to have water coming from the mountains to go in the reservoir to put out wildfires in his state. You have people like Mayor Brandon in freaking Chicago that puts the illegals over his citizens and causing them harsh shit. The people are crying out in these cities and states. Every Democratic state has the worst freaking leadership, have more crime, have the worst conditions, have more theft, have more everything, the way that they're running those states. And it's a fact. You can Google it, you can look it up. They're the worst leadership. The worst. And they're telling you to vote for more of that. You had Kamala that just ran for president, that now she's so out of it that she even withdraw from running for governor. She can't even handle it. How are you going to become a world leader and you still drink and showing up drunk? You can't still carry a sentence. And you would have accidentally became president and there was never even a primary done for you to even run for president? And they talk about no king. She was a king. She didn't even have a primary. She was selected for you. And had a big chance. It was scary to let someone as incompetent as she was become president. That was scary.
And Joe Biden pardoned his entire family.
And then, Joe Biden, we found out had an auto pen too. He done pardon his... You have pardons for criminals. Why would Biden's entire family need a pardon? The entire family. Explain that to me, someone, please. Why would his entire family need a pardon? How crazy is that? The president. And pardoned his son for 10 years. 10 years for prior criminal behavior. I don't know. And they talking about what news do y'all watch? The media now, these reporters, they be like, Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President. Everybody got a question now. Everybody fight. Reporters are fighting to get their questions out now.
And they raided Trump's home.
Raided Mar-a-Lago, try to take him off the ballot, try to go after his money. They tried to lock him up, made him a felon. He almost lost his life 3 different occasions. All this to try to govern this country. He doesn't even take a paycheck. Do y'all all know that he don't get paid for all this? And then he's scrutinized by you people? It's ridiculous. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe. Let's get up 100 likes, because we know when we go down, we have thousands of people on here. In one live stream, we should have 100,000 new subscribers, literally. 100,000. We can do it in one stream, and we're going to start kind of pushing that. We're putting together like a contest to help us reach 100,000 subscribers. It's going to be like a monetary award for, that we're going to try to put it that we can, pick out different subscribers that help us get there. And hopefully, if you subscribe, of course, your name is going to be entered into the contest. But we're going to come out with more information regarding that. And we have a product that my son is working on that we're going to, something you're going to be able to shop for from Speak the Truth 2.0. It's something that's laying on his heart. And I have my other channel called Pray Till All Hear. So go over there, subscribe, give it likes, because I want to go on live with that, because in this day and time, we all need God. So people who need prayer, people that's going through situations, because life happens to all of us. And I'm waiting for God to tell me how to move with that channel. But right now, I'm featuring my favorite pastor, Philip Anthony Mitchell. He's a man of God. I love him. I had always considered myself a God chaser, but all the different pastors, they have, to me, the majority have become so corrupt and so worldly that it's hard to find a pastor that's preaching the Bible, the actual Bible. So I'm going to be putting him on there because everybody needs to hear this man of God. And I don't say that lightly. And he removes himself out of it. Jesus is our hero. Jesus is the star, not the pastors. And this man knows how to step aside and let God take center stage. And I can follow that type of man of God. So, but I believe that everyone should find out about him, because it took me a few years to find this pastor. And I've always belonged to all these different mega churches and all that. I've always worked, I'm a working in church. I don't just sit in the pews. I'm a electronic technician, so I like working the keyboards, the sound ministry. I'm a teacher. I was a praise dancer. I was a soloist, praise dancer, all of that. So I like being a part of ministry and working for God. That's what I love doing more than anything else. So don't forget to support that channel. And tomorrow we're going to come on here. We want to show Shador Sanders, because my other love is football. Woo! Football, college football. But now some of my favorite players have moved to the NFL. Shador Sanders, Shiloh Sanders, and my favorite player is the two-way phenomenal player, Heisman winner, Travis Hunter. So I've been following him since high school. He went to Jackson State, then to Colorado, following Deion Sanders, and now he's going to be playing for the Jaguars, and Shiloh's with the Buccaneers, and Shador is with the Browns. Tomorrow. And we're going to try to see if we can put it up on here tomorrow. I'm going to look at what stream I can that I can purchase, whatever, because like they're going to put him out there. They didn't give him any first. They didn't give him any reps for to go out there and play. I'm talking about first round reps. They didn't give him that, and he only had second team reps, no first team reps, and there's no practice, I believe, today. And they're going to put this young man out there for the world to see. And somehow Gabriel Dillon and Riddick, is that his name? They're hurt. He was from the Eagles.
Pickett?
Is his name Pickett?
Yeah, Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett, yeah. He's from the Eagles. He played with the Steelers. They traded him out. Now, both of them are supposed to be hurt, but the fifth round player that's not supposed to get any time, somehow they're going to put him out there to play most of the game. And the owner said, I never even wanted him. So it's a lot of politics going on. But I hope Shador does well. But then I want to show Shiloh and Travis are playing Saturday. So I told my son, we're going to have double screens for that, because I want to see Buccaneers and I want to see Travis, because Travis is a beast. I love Travis.
Travis is someone.
Go ahead.
Travis is someone you got to see.
You got to see Travis Hunter. So I have another channel. I'm probably put it up today. I need 50 subscribers. That's what I should have said from the beginning.
Yeah.
I might start as soon as I get here. I'm going to probably put it up. But I have my channel that I'm going to start. That's going to be called Truth Sports. And because you're American, I love American football. So it was basketball because it was Steph Curry and all that. But I got away basketball I'm gonna talk about them.
Yeah.
But basketball, like I can tell you, I used to be able to tell you everything about the players, their wives, their lives, their family. I was so knee, I was in there knee deep with basketball. But now my love has transitioned to football. Can we get some football? So, but look for the channels. I'm gonna start it like probably when I get on. I'll probably put it up if I can get 50 likes. I didn't go live right with 50 likes if I for 50 subscribers. So you guys. We might try to go on earlier tomorrow because the games don't start till around 7:30. So if I can get that, then I can.
Yeah, Connor, you need to look up the Joe Biden 1994 crime bill.
What he said. Yeah. So anyway, you guys, don't forget to support us in that and turn on the notification bell so when we go live, that you'll be notified, because we know we're pushing like 30,000 subscribers, but we weren't telling people to turn on the notification bell, because I'm going to upload, hopefully I will later on today, that y'all will be notified.
Oh,
what?
Jack is here.
Oh, hey.
Jack, what's up, man?
Football, yeah, we in it. Oh, we into some football. Let's see, did we have any, let's get a shout out to our new members. Jack, you need to become a member.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be our member. Okay, our member list is Karen, Leah Holland, Kay Cooper, Jeremy Stick, Chef Chevy TV, Debbie P, Kevin Law, and Debbie Gossi. She was our first member, was Debbie Gossi. And we're going to do something special for our members, and we are going to start bringing people on. So what we're doing, we're working out. We got other channels we're working on, but we want to start having people, because people have been asking to debate. They want to debate me and stuff like that. I like communication. I'm not going to get on any type of streaming. We're arguing because we can agree to disagree. So you're going to have to be able to carry yourself and speak in a clear, concise manner and have your viewpoints. But, people have been asking, and so we are going to move towards that as well. But like doing this, you have your life that you're living, it's hard to try to incorporate everything as fast as you want to make it happen.
You have to watch out for the trolls.
Yeah, you always have the trolls. Look, we want y'all just to be able to talk in the chat. This platform is for you to be able to communicate, because the only way that we can come into any type of understanding is for us to communicate. Calling names, trolling, threatening, all insulting, that shows cowardice and weakness. But you should be able to make your point, because guess what in life? Everybody is never going to agree with you. Everybody is not going to go for you. So when somebody says something that you don't like, you're going to get that all throughout your life. You can get that from your family members, your co-workers, your spouses. No one agrees with everyone with everything, okay? That's life. So that's fine. So y'all got to know how to, as Americans, and we have people that's on here from all over the world. We get a lot of people from UK, Canada, Australia, Africa. Everyone is on here. I think last week we had like 1.6 million people that have been on our stream in a few days. That's our reach. So you have to understand that people are watching and listening, and they're seeing how we think. But let's try to do it respectfully. Because you don't have to be nasty to people. Are not going to agree with that.
The thing about it is these are grown adults acting like this. Yeah,
but some adults you find out that they don't grow up because they have the age. That doesn't mean they have the maturity.
Yeah.
And the worst part about it is that they have children that they should be teaching them how to behave properly. And you don't win like that. You win when people can, like, I don't agree with you, but I respect what you have to say. That's a win for everyone. But what I like is Speak the Truth 2.0, that we're able to call out what's wrong. And we can agree when it's wrong. That we're not going to sugarcoat it, because we're divided by party. Nobody's running for president right now. That's over with. Trump is the president of the United States of America. He's the president. He got 4 years. And he's going to be the president. You're going to be able to vote again in 4 years. And we expect that next person to be the lead, like he has set an example for future leaders. We don't expect for the Democrats to go and hide and do nothing for us and take care of the world and neglect us. They're not going to get back in office like that. I would make sure that black people wake up. Y'all not getting our votes.
For them to get
That's
back,
over with.
For them to get back in office, they have to act like a Republican, like Trump.
They're gonna have to act like it, but they're gonna have to do something. You can't keep telling black people, we're gonna give y'all anti-hate crime, but we haven't gotten it from the Republicans, or which they never even asked for our votes, because we always just vote straight down ballot Democrat. But we need to have people earn our votes and look at policy. Because somebody needs to give us an anti-hate crime bill. People should not be able to take a black life and they just in a car and they got a headlight out. Or they asking for assistance and somehow they turn up dead and shot to death. They're not even criminals. The people that are being shot, because they're not even wanted, they're not criminals. They're everyday Americans. They regular people. They in their house in bed, Breonna shot to death. Playing with their nephew, a video game. Shot to death.
What happened to the guy that just got pulled over? I forgot his name.
Guy that got pulled over, and he asking for a supervisor. They punched him through the window in his face, threw him to the ground, broke his tooth, all of that. And he's asking for a supervisor. He was scared to get out of the car because we know we get shot. They can shoot us and get away with it. That's a fact. And nobody should go through that. No American should go through that. We treat people that just came in this country better than American citizens. And that's what we are. We're Americans. And it shouldn't be like that. Everybody should be treated equally. And shown that you got restraint for people that are kicking you in your head, throwing bricks at you, blowing up your cars, and attacking you. But black people, we're complying, we handcuff, and we being shot. Come on now. It's wrong. It's wrong, wrong, wrong. And we all bleed the same. And the only thing that God made different about us is our pigmentation. He didn't make anything else different than the color of our skin. But all our organs are the same. Every cell, every vessel, everything is the same. We're the same. We're the human race. And we need to be treated like that. And we'll be a stronger nation when we can stand as Americans. That's what makes us strong. Standing together and not apart. Stop allowing mainstream media to divide us. I got so many people that I love that are Democrats, and I'm meeting people on the Republican side. I don't have those type of relationships, but I will one day. Maybe some of my moderators, they've been Republicans, but I haven't had those relationships. So we got to love and care about each other, and we should care about what happens to this country, because we're here. We can't have all this venom towards a certain race and stereotype everyone, because as far as the black community, we are successful. They try to stereotype like everybody is on welfare, everybody needs food stamps, everybody need it. No, we don't. We're doctors, lawyers, electricians, we're chiropractors, we're entrepreneurs, we're multimillionaires, we're athletes, we're entertainers, we're everything. Plumbers, everything you could think of. We're successful. It's not a person in my family that's not living in a single home and driving a luxury car and don't have degrees underneath their belt. We all do. My whole expanded family, all of us. My children do. This one's still working on his. He's in college. But we all do. So that has to stop. We have to work together. Look at all of us as Americans, because we're fighting a beast within our country now. We got stuff that we're going to have to be strong and look out for each other. And that's what we have to, and that's why I saw when Trump, it brought us together, that all the ethnicities came together to put that man in office. He didn't get in office because it's just a white vote. That would have never worked. He got him in office because we all came together as one nation under God and all the ethnicities and put him in office. He got more of the black vote than, they says, he got more black votes than I think than even Reagan. It haven't been done in like 30 years, wherever. He got more. Yeah, we see you, Trump. We hear you. We hear you. Don't fail us. Because more of us are coming over. But we don't need the racist people making racist comments, trying to deter black people. They say, see, they racist. See, they white supremacy. You know, you got other people that's in a party that, oh yeah, now we got Trump. Now we gonna. No, it's not. No, you should be that like that towards Americans. Shouldn't be like that towards Americans. Trump is not like that towards Americans. He don't like anybody getting hurt, anybody going through. He want everyone to be able to work and achieve the goals, because that makes America great. It makes America. That's the only way America is going to be great. Is all of us do well. And that's why he's a smart man, and he understands that concept. And that's why he supported the HBCUs, where Obama made it so that he stopped supporting HBCUs. They had to come and beg for money. Trump said, we ain't going to do that.
Heart and mind, you need to read your Bible, because in the Bible it says, God says to respect your leaders.
Those in authority over you. And pray for people. Pray for your leader. Pray for the president. Yeah. If you don't like what's going on, prayer works. Pray for people. But y'all should have been praying for Biden and them open borders and Kamala Harris. When y'all saw how incompetent, when I saw how incompetent he was when she finally opened up her mouth, I couldn't believe it. I had no idea that the woman couldn't even talk.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't know.
The border czar.
The border czar. She was the border czar. I had no idea. But anyway, you guys, we get ready to jump on. I've been on here too long. Thank you to our moderators, the Mr. Buki. Sorry about that. Thank you guys for coming on. Indoor. Any of our members, thank you for coming on. Don't forget to become a member of Speak the Truth 2.0. We need if we have 8 members in YouTube, then it's like it opens up another door for our membership. And we're at 7, and I thank God for y'all, because people just all at once start becoming members. So we're so thankful, because that makes it more personal. That means that we can have more of a relationship and get to know you and all of that, and set you apart, because you believe in us and our content. And we are not perfect, and we're not trying to be, but we believe that God put us on this earth, that we exist to spread the word, till all have heard. And see, that's our mission, and that's why we try to, include God in our broadcasts and everything we do. So I just want to bless you, beloved, above all. I wish that thou may prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prosper. I know that's a short prayer, but it covers a multitude of things. And if anybody's suffering from any kind of illness, God has already healed you. He said he was wounded for your transgressions. He was bruised for your iniquities. The chastisement of his peace was upon him, and with your stripes you were healed. That is already done. Not you going to be healed, or maybe you'll be healed. No, you were healed. That's what the blood is for. So I just pray for you and your families, safe, that no weapon formed against us shall prosper, and every tongue that rise up in judgment thou shalt condemn. And the Lord said he would cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They should come out against thee one way and flee thee before thee in 7. So you guys, y'all be safe. Go in peace. Look for my uploads. I mean, it's so many videos we want to do. But I'm learning, and I depended on my son, and he's been not kind of helping me to get the stuff out that I want to get. But hopefully that will change, because I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to learn, because it's stuff that I want to get out and spread and talk about. Because you got to have a voice. You got to have people of reasoning, people that's putting God first, to be out there and just speaking truth, not against people, but do it all in love. And that's by telling people the truth. That's love. When people lie to you and they just tell you what you want to hear, that's not love. That's hate. That's not showing you love. We have people that just go along with you to go along to get along. You gotta hear the truth.
What's the mission of the Democratic Party?
Ask them. They ask them. I don't know what the mission is.
What's the mission of the Democratic Party? I was just thinking, and I was left confused. I don't know what their mission is.
They don't have a mission.
What was Kamala saying when she was running?
She don't have a mission. And now she's I'm not running for nothing. I'm not dealing with politics. She's she done crashed and burned. Crash and burn in a few months of Trump just being off. She done crash and burn. She said, I'm not even running. She could win the governorship, because the California's already sinking the ground. She didn't want everybody, I guess, to blame her about that too. She don't want to lead. You know, she don't want to leave. Yeah, she don't want to leave. But God bless y'all. Y'all can keep fussing about what Trump is and what Trump not till Jesus come back. But one thing about it, he pushing through it and he's getting the job done.
He still is president.
He's still gonna be president. So, you know, y'all, I wish y'all had all this energy for Biden. I don't know. Biden destroyed the freaking country, and they still don't say nothing. You know, so it's amazing, but that's how strong the media is. Anyway, you guys, we jumping off. God bless. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, share, like, and subscribe. And we're going to see you on the next live. But I'm going to upload. And I want you guys, the way YouTube works, you got to have that bell on so that you'll be notified and you can listen to the content. So anyway, thank you. And the people that have given us to us and donated to the channel, like Obama. People have given us likes. That supports the channel because then YouTube, you know, it goes out to the algorithm and then they send people to the channel. So thank everyone for joining in. Democrats, Republicans, non-voters, voters, everyone that's on here from around the world. God bless all of you. Thank you.
Bye.
Peace out.